In today's video, we're talking about how to replace a Springfree Trampoline net. Now, we bought this Springfree Trampoline secondhand because Springfree trampolines are not inexpensive by any means. So this was something that we bought, and we found out that my daughter loved it. So then we can decide later on if we wanted to invest in it a little bit more, and we decided we wanted to. Now, if you notice on my trampoline, you'll see some of these rods that are kind of poking through. So the wall isn't as strong as it used to be. We also found that there's quite a lot of holes in it, things like that, that aren't ideal. While it is still probably good for a little bit longer, we decided we just call Springfree and get a new one. Ours was a little bit over $300 Canadian to buy a new one, and I have not found a ton of videos online for how to actually replace the net really well. So I figured, you know what, let's make a video. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna figure it out together. I have a pretty good plan, I think. And also, if you notice, when we assembled it, I didn't really put the net or the opening in the right spot. So we're excited to get that fixed. And then also this zipper doesn't do anything. As you can see, it's damaged. So it's time for a new net. So let's do that now. So first step, we're just taking down the net. Let's just get it down and then we can kind of figure out where we go from here. Okay, so now we have the rods down for the wall, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna take the old net. I pulled it all the way to the top. It's gonna go on top of the mat as we're replacing that. And I put the new net, and we're gonna kind of wrap it around the outside, which is the way they do recommend it when you first installed your Springfree. So I'm taking out one rod at a time from the old net and then hooking on the new net. And that's the way I'm gonna do it, because it is not fun taking off the whole mat, as I'm sure all of you remember doing. Before I show you that, a couple things. First of all, I highly recommend gloves. Your arms are gonna be tired, and there are a couple different techniques that I will say I have found that works. And for me, the best thing is to be underneath. So you're gonna see me underneath. I visually have a better eye at it. I'm able to maneuver it a little bit easier. That's one thing worth noting. Another thing that as I was crawling under and noticed, I forgot, I bought these ratchet straps, okay? These ratchet straps I got on Amazon. It has like a corkscrew on it, and you twist it into the ground. And man, I get some big windstorms, and I have seen some trampolines go flying. Since I've got these, I have not seen this thing budge at all. Highly recommended it. It's just peace of mind. So definitely in the link below, make sure you go check that out. Okay, so I'm underneath here, and again, I have the best view. I'm able to get this out a little bit easier. And if you're a little bit extra agile, sometimes it's nice actually using your foot. So if I'm gonna actually put it down, I put it on the mat here, and I'm able to actually just pop that out. It's quite simple compared to other ways I've seen. So now I can just take this piece off the net here. Try that, like that. And then we grab the next one on the new net, and we're just gonna pop it in the hole, if I can do that. Like that. This up out of the way, and in. And we're gonna do that all the way around. It seems to be the easiest way that I found so far. All right, so I just wanted to show you the process, because I know a lot of people, myself included, when I first assembled this, it took a while to come up with the technique. And I know everyone's a little bit different. A lot of times people will do it from outside. I found it easiest to do it from inside. So I wanted to give you at least an idea of how to put it on and take it off, because it is useful if you're assembling one for the first time. So I know I showed you on the last one, but maybe I'll show you from underneath here if I can. Let's see or if we can get a view from underneath here. So I'm gonna have ideally both my hands, but because I'm holding this with the camera, I'm gonna go like this. And I'm actually gonna have my foot up there, okay? Now I don't have actually quite enough strength. All right, so we are still moving along. We're about halfway done now. And what I will say is that it is getting a little bit tighter as we get to the other side here. So it is gonna take a little bit more stretching. Having two people, I will say, is key for this. And honestly, I find it's a little bit trickier underneath on the edges, but the corners are a little bit trickier. Probably depends on which version of a Springfree trampoline you have. So I would say just kind of keep with it, and we'll report back in a moment. Okay, so we're almost done now, and one thing I thought I should mention, and we kind of figured out an easier way to do it, honestly. But you know what, this trial and error, and that's why I wanted to be able to share some of this with you guys. So when I take off one of these rods, so actually I'll back up even before that. We realized that we're not keeping the net about 3/4 of the way through it. We ended up, the old net, we ended up cutting off
the net because it was pretty garbage. Nobody could use it, so we were able to just cut it off. What we realized, rather than trying to get, well, and I'll show you here. So I'm going to take this one off, and we're on a corner, so it's a little bit trickier. Are you still looking at me, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we're on a corner here, I'm going to get this off. There we go. So now I've got that off, and rather than trying to stretch this thing to get this net on and get it over top of the ball, honestly, just take the rod off. I wish I had thought of this earlier. Take the rod off, you slide it through, put it back in, and now you put that back on. So it's quite easy to do. It's just a little bit time consuming, and certainly for the person that's going to be underneath it, trying to unhook it and then rehook it, it does take quite a bit of effort. So that's worth noting. Thank you to my son for doing some of the filming there. So thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we've got the net up here. We've shimmied it and twisted it all the way up. We're now going to be putting in the wall arms there to stand it up, and hopefully everything worked. It wasn't too terribly difficult to do. I will say before we do that, if this was a helpful video, please leave a comment down below. Let us know that it was helpful for you. Leave a like. That certainly helps other people know that this is a good video. So yeah, let's go put that up now and see how it looks. Okay, so it's all done. The actual entrance is in the right way. It zips up. Nothing is popping out. That was honestly a pretty good and smooth process. So again, if this was helpful for you, please hit subscribe on this video. We're gonna post lots of informational type of videos on this channel. Leave a like and comment if this helped you out. And if there's anything that we missed that you think we could have done better, let other people know down in the comments. By the way, for those that wondered, it took about 1 hour and 45 minutes, so it wasn't a short thing to do. I guessed a lot shorter. It definitely takes a little bit of time, and I'm pretty tired, so I'm...
If we knew what we were doing better from the beginning, it might be faster, right?
We learned some stuff.
We learned it along the way.
Honestly, having a video like this probably would have helped us not do a couple things. So thanks again for watching. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye.